All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Subculture Live. Today, I am with Darrell Devor, the promoter of the Florida State Natural and the Florida Pro. How are you today, Darrell?
Good. How are you doing? You've been
I
busy.
I have been. So, not too long ago, I was up in Minnesota, and I got to see Robin up there. I saw Sheila Erickson, Richie Lopez. There was a big IPE posing clinic, and it was fun just to see some of the pros kind of out of season, relaxed, and just hanging out and having some good
Yeah. Well,
conversations.
and you got to wear your big furry hat,
I did get to
which
wear that.
I was jealous. I was jealous because I like furry hats, and I did not get my chance to wear it.
Oh, yeah, that was bought especially for that trip. So yeah, it's been retired since.
Oh, keep it around. Keep it around.
So So listen, I did take a little break from social media after that trip, and while I was gone, it looks like you were very busy and putting together some more fun surprises for your show coming up on June 4th and June 5th. So why don't you tell me a little bit about
Uh,
what how I know I saw some posts about Wolfpack.
oh
I saw
God,
some
yeah,
kitties bikini giveaways. I mean, I've been seeing all kinds of stuff. Let's hear
yeah.
about it.
I've just been trying to be as proactive as possible. It's getting to that point 3 months out to where everything just starts becoming show.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough. I've been trying to get them on the hook for quite a while, but now I purchased the Wolfpack bags myself for all the amateur overalls. So that was me. That was the show.
Okay.
Well, messaging Wolfpack back and forth, and they get tens of thousands of DMs a day. It just takes them a while to get back. And with Arnold weekend being this weekend, I'm just not even
Right.
asking, expecting any type of response from them. But they were asking about sponsorship opportunities, and I was asking about bags, and they were asking about possibly bigger opportunities down the line to sponsor the show.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, they just said how many and where to ship. So I was like,
Very cool.
great for my athletes. So every pro class winner now gets a Wolfpack bag.
Okay.
So thank you, Wolfpack. You guys are fantastic. You guys are awesome. I know the pros are going to love it. So and there'll be a Wolfpack display set up at the event also. So that'll be really nice. Looking forward to that partnership going forward.
Yes, that is amazing. This reminds me of something I saw on social media just a couple days ago, and it was something about how there needs to be more participation from some of these bigger companies in natural bodybuilding. And I
Mm-hmm.
appreciated that comment, but at the same time, I think a lot of people lose sight of in order for a company to want to invest in you, you need to be investing in yourself, right? And
Exactly.
and I think you're a perfect example of that. You
Well, let me just real quick what I did to help hook
and I said,
Wolfpack. Hey, look, if you guys can't be at the event, I would love for you to be there. I'll make
right,
sure that you're represented. Hey, look at these beautiful stand-ups that I just purchased for you guys. 2 days later, how many, where to ship?
right.
So if you have to spend money to make money, and you have to treat this stuff like a business. You can't treat it like a show.
Exactly. Exactly. And that was the point, exactly the point I was trying to make is you got to spend the money if you want to bring in these big sponsors, and like you said, they're starting small, but next year it could lead to something bigger. They want to wait and see what their return is on this little investment. If they see something, then they'll invest more, and that's how it works. You have to look at
Yep.
it's not that big companies aren't sponsoring or getting involved in natural bodybuilding because they shun it or they don't believe in the athletes or the quality of athletes. It's a business at the end of the day, and they want to make
Yeah.
money or
Well,
on their
well,
investment.
Chula, yeah, Chula, the same thing. Chula Wear
Mm-hmm.
is sponsoring our men's physique this year also with a pair of custom Chulas, which I'm going to be revealing later. But there is a specific trunk specifically designed only for our show for the winter called the
Really?
Florida Pros. which after my show, I'm sure she'll put out for mass consumption, and she will kill it. But she made a beautiful comment that she said, "Hey, look, Darrell, I have hundreds of promoters a day reaching out, wanting me to do stuff for their event, but it's not that I don't want to, but I see how you interact with your athletes. I see the effort you put into the promotion of your show. That's why I chose to do something and interact with you and become a partner with you." And there's no more, there's not a better compliment that I could have gotten than something like that. But because that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to convey. That's what I'm trying to get across to the athletes.
Yes, and people are starting to notice. And kudos to you. You know, I enjoy all of the energy that you put into it, and I feed off it as well. And I'm not even an athlete, so it's good. It's good.
Awesome.
Let's talk about this. I'm going to throw this picture up here. Let me get our.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Wow, that is a good-looking ring. Who gets one of these?
And that's just the mock-up. I should be getting the actual rings this week or next week, and the pendants. Who actually get those are every single men's division pro class winner. Now the females, and it was 50-50. I had the males wanting to go for the big pendants also, but I just made the decision. Everybody's going for rings. I'm going to do something different. The females get pendants. It's just the mock-up of the pendants isn't as spectacular as the mock-up of the ring.
Gotcha.
So I really haven't posted a lot about the pendants. When I get the pendants in, let me tell you, they are they're amazing. So the male winners, every single male class winner, Masters and Open Pro, get a championship ring. Every single pro class winner, Masters and Open, receive a championship pendant. In addition to everything else that we're doing for them this year at the show.
Let's see. So we got the rings, the Wolfpack bags. So what was this thing you were doing? It looked like you were doing some type of promotion for the bikini pros and the bikini amateurs. Was it like the first?
Yes. I've got, I think, 8 of them left.
Oh wow!
Because I know the amateurs. I've got a massive amount of pro entries already, and the amateurs normally come a little bit later. I fully understand that, but Kitty's Bikinis, our official bikini sponsor, has offered up 10 free posing suits.
Okay.
For the next, what's left is 8. There's 2 that's already been claimed. The next 8 girls. As long as there's bikini in the registration, you get a free posing suit courtesy of Kitty's Bikinis.
I love it. Okay, good. Wow, you ladies take advantage of that. You know, even the posing suits, the competition suits, all
not
of
cheap.
That. Yeah, not cheap.
Nothing cheap.
Cool. That is so kind of her. Now, is she still in Florida or has she moved out of state?
No, she's actually in the wonderful Free Republic of Texas. So not too much difference than the Free Republic of Florida.
Gotcha.
But she will be at our show with a booth attending live in person. So Kitty will actually be at our show.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Now, okay, another thing I wanted to touch on. We know the show is like moving forward 110%. What is this supplement line that you're now throwing into the mix? I mean, I don't know how you have a free moment of time with everything you have going on right now. So I had the logo actually right here. It's the FSN. Tell me about this.
Yeah, I've gone fully clinically insane. Apparently, that I didn't have enough to do with my show, which I am just so obsessed with on how I want things to go. I had one of our really good buddies, Josh Stone King, Dr. Josh Stone King, pharmacist, the Ghost, Mr. Men's Physique Florida, Mr. NGA Men's Physique. Presented me with a business opportunity, and I was like, oh man, I've just got so much stuff going on. I really don't think everything. But Holly, who we can't even agree on towels, said, hey, I like that idea.
Okay.
Really? Okay. If the wife's on board, it makes it way easier for me.
Absolutely.
So we decided to design a product line of supplements, basically for everybody. Um, Not just the competitive athlete, but the average everyday individual that's health conscious. They're all WADA list approved, every single ingredient. So that means high school athletes, college NCAA athletes, natural professional athletes can take every single supplement with not one single item being banned on the WADA list.
That is
There is
huge.
there's one exception that I wanted to make specifically because pre-workouts are so popular right now. We do have our hypersonic extreme pre-workout, which does have higamine in it, which is a focus type additive that is just been currently banned by the NCAA and isn't on the WADA list. So if you
Gotcha.
pull up that product on my website,
Mm-hmm.
that is fully disclaimed, not WADA compliant. So if you click it before you even click buy, it's fully disclaimed that the Hypersonic X for the extreme pre-workout is the only
Okay.
product in the line that is not WADA approved. But every single thing else from women's health, collagen, gut health, vegan options, super greens, creatine, vegan protein. There we have a
I
little bit
love
of
this.
everything for everybody. A little bit of everything for
Wow.
everybody.
And right now there's 10%
And
off.
it's 10% off site wide for this month for everybody. If you log in by anything, and it's even on the bundles, so the performance bundles, it's 10% off. And we're actually sponsoring. FSN is actually sponsoring athletes, and if when you log in, when people log in, they'll notice it's not just bodybuilders in bikini.
Right,
I
right.
have a Highland Games athlete. I have a
Mm-hmm.
professional arm wrestler that I sponsor. I have a runway model that I sponsor. I have two Ironman triathletes, all world athletes that I'm sponsoring with the product. So it's
Awesome.
basically something for everyone, but I
Okay.
wanted to make it broad based and
Absolutely.
basically for everybody. And biggest thing, I wanted to be able to sponsor natural athletes to give them something that they didn't have to spend money on in their prep and their daily lives that they don't get the opportunity with anybody else.
I
So
love
I
it.
wanted to actually be able to take the product and say, hey, you're a great natural athlete. You're active on social media. You have a very large presence. Let me take your year's worth of supplement needs out of your budget. So
Love it.
that's one thing that I wanted to do with this also.
Awesome. Well, everyone needs to go check that out. It's the FSN, the FloridaStateNutrition.com. I have it. Actually, put the link in the comments so people can go over and check it out. But I think what you're doing is incredible. Definitely changing the game, drumming up a lot of excitement for natural competitors and just everybody that's in our realm, really. So I thank you for that. So June
No,
4th, June 5th,
awesome.
yeah, we have the Florida State, the Florida Pro. It's a 2-day event. For those of you that don't know, if you're just tuning in, the amateurs are going to compete on Saturday. The pros are going to compete on
Yes,
Sunday. And the beauty of that is it really should enhance the experience because it's not going to be so long of a day
that's
for
the whole
each.
idea. That was the
Yeah.
whole design. Absolutely. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
and it just so happens to be oh, in case anybody doesn't know already, live streamed in 1080p HD live commentary by um, who's that chick? God, I can't remember her name. Subculture and Sammy Joe.
yes,
And John Romano is going to be back again this year on the live commentary. Todd Rogers is going to be back again this year on the live commentary. So thank you, Sammy Joe, for being a
absolutely.
part of my event because my event would not be the same event without what you bring to the experience for the people watching at home.
Thank you. I am excited to do it. And as of this, right now, at this moment this year, you are going to be the only show that I'm going to be highlighting as far as live streaming goes. So you're it, and that is by choice. um,
Thank you.
because you know how we go back to talk. I want to bring this back to sponsorship. You know how we talk about
Yes.
companies, everybody was like, oh, support natural bodybuilding. But again, a company only wants to give as much as you're putting in.
You have to bring something to the table for these larger companies. And I struggle. I do very well with what I do,
Right.
but I treat my show like a business.
Yes.
This is not an event. This is a business. This is a business model. If you treat it like an event, it's going to be an event. If you treat it like a show, it's going to be a show, and people are going to look at you that way. If you treat it like a business, business people, corporations, sponsors, businesses will treat you on their level.
Yes.
But if you're not on that level, do not expect them to come to you. They know when they come on with me, they get blasted. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, emails. I mean, it's all the way across the board, 24/7. This is my job. I am medically retired,
Yes.
so I this is my job, and I treat it that way. You've got to be willing to put in the man hours and the work,
Yes.
and be professional in your presentation.
You know, we see eye to eye on both of that, because you like I don't work either. So this is my work, the live streaming. And even though you're the only show I'm doing this year, I am still upping my game. And every day I'm in here practicing and learning new things and integrating new things into my stream, just in case. Don't know when I'll need it or use it, because it's fun for me and I enjoy it.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like the more free time you have, the more you work.
Right. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about the supplement line. I'm excited about the show on June 4th and June 5th. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed, because I haven't had a chance to really catch up with you since I was off social media. Oh, let me ask this.
I know.
Let me ask this. So what big names have I missed that may have registered for some of the pro classes? Any new?
Oh,
yeah.
Well, yes, we do. We do have. We do have coming from California, Sammy Roldan, top 5 in the world championships is coming.
She's amazing.
Fantastic bikini athlete. We do just today our defending and reigning Masters Pro Men's Physique champion, Joseph Poteet, just signed up for Open and the Masters Pro class. And
he's from North Carolina? Is this where he's from?
North Carolina.
Awesome.
North Carolina. We've still got Robin Evans,
yes.
our dual division reigning champion, coming back from Tundra. So she's definitely coming back. We have actually it's not 50 pro registrations. While we were waiting to go live, it's 51. Yes. Conrad Reed, one of our fantastic local Masters Pro bodybuilders, who was the first person last year to sign up for my show and had badge number 1,
awesome.
Just registered for the event. Let me just throw this out there. There's a few men's physique guys out there. You're still on the pot, guys. You know, it's like, listen, I don't have to do a spotlight. I can keep you on the DL. You know, I can do all that. I don't have to advertise you.
Right.
But the ladies are making you look real bad right now. I currently have 9 pro masters bikini competitors.
That's a huge class.
And let me tell you, and these girls, oh, they're not messing around. I've got 8 pro bikini registered right now. Not a single one. I am so glad I am not judging. Right. Just so many beautiful, amazing men and women that are signed up, and I couldn't be more thankful, more appreciative for everybody choosing my event. I know I'm early in the year, but hey, when you think about it, I launched last year 6 major organization champions that weren't champions before they did my show. So if you're looking for the place to get started and get noticed and get put on the spotlight, June 5th is not a bad day to want to get on stage.
Not at all. Not at all. And I love what you do for the athletes after the show. I mean, they are getting spotlighted all year long, and that has to help keep up their motivation as the season progresses, just kind of keeps their momentum going. And people don't realize how
Yeah.
important that is, especially when you're in a prep mindset.
I'm getting better and better at my advertising because I do all of my own advertising. I create all of my own advertising, my websites, everything I do is all 100% proprietary me.
Yes.
I don't outshop anything. But it's going to be the same, except for you, Sammy. But except for you, which I love what you do for me. But it's going to be the same standard setup for this year. Mm-hmm. Whoever my Miss Florida and Mr. Florida is, which is the bodybuilding overall and the open bikini overall in the amateur side.
Okay.
And whoever is the best pro in show, which is the best representation of the professional athlete that is on stage, voted on by our judges.
Gotcha.
They are going to be in all of the advertisements, all posters, all social media, everything that has to do with the show going forward. So, you've got it up right there. So if you notice on our show poster, Miss Florida, Miss Maribel Boucher,
there she is.
Who's doing her pro debut this year, and all of you seasoned pros, do not sleep on this girl.
No.
Do not sleep on her. And our Mr. Florida, Daniel Walker, he's decided to take a year off to build. I'm not disappointed. I'm very upset because this guy is such a quality athlete.
He is.
But he's a natural athlete, and he has decided to do the smart thing, take a full year to grow so that he kills it. And Dr. J. Wright, Mr. America,
there he is,
NGA Pro, Classic Physique. So that's what you'll have going forward for 2023. That's my standard. That's the way I promote it. Mr. and Miss Florida and our best pro and show is featured on everything moving forward. So just to do something for the athletes. Same thing. That's why I started a supplement company. Let me sponsor some natural athletes because nobody's beating their door down,
right.
To do anything for them. So maybe by me sponsoring them with FSM, maybe that gets them something bigger.
Right.
And great. Yeah. That's the whole point. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So wow. I guess I'm all caught up. Those were like the big things. I wanted to know some of the big names that were coming that I might have missed in the couple of weeks I was off from social media. And it sounds like you're just plugging away, really putting the work in, as always.
Well, one tiny other little surprise that may be for championship weekend. The professional arm wrestler that FSN sponsored, Scott Doshin.
Yeah.
We may be setting up, definitely we will be, setting up during the intermission on Saturday's show, a Beat the Pro. So we will be bringing his world championship table on stage, and anyone 200 pounds or less that
so I qualify.
can beat him, and Scott weighs 170 pounds.
Okay.
Anybody 200 pounds or less that can beat him will receive a championship weekend medal, photos, and another little cute thing not cute, but the fun thing to live stream.
Okay, yeah,
and
definitely.
That's progressing next year toward a full-blown professional men's arm wrestling tournament during intermission at the show, and I'm probably going to be bringing in Moss Wrestling next year.
Cool.
For the intermission for the pro show.
If I get at the end of the line, do you think I might have a chance?
If you used both arms, both feet, legs, he is the most freakishly strong. He's incredible. So he was gracious enough to do that. So he's going to do a Beat the Pro arm wrestling competition.
I had a question. So when you do this, it's going to be open to anybody in the audience during intermission. They can
anybody, any athlete, anybody in the audience.
Is there going to be like a fee to do it, or
nope?
How is that going to work? No.
All you have to do is just pay the ticket to go into the show, and just be a part of the show for the prejudging, and stick around. So it's just that's part of the cost of admission.
Okay, fun.
Yeah, he's awesome. But I figured that's a fun event to add, and it's like Hey, I realize my event is not a season-ending organization Super Bowl show, but I'm fine with being the Arnold Classic,
You know,
and
I I
and that's what I'm trying to move toward.
I like it. I like the June date, really, I do. Especially
Mm,
for families that have children and things like that. I think it works out really well. So, anything else?
perfect vacation.
Oh, perfect. So great. So great. So, is there any, and it's going to be closer to Disney World and the parks this year because it's going to be in Altamont.
Yes,
Yeah. So, that's
yeah,
even
it's
better.
actually a little bit closer to the theme parks. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So, is there anything else you want to add? I'm excited about the arm wrestling. That's going to be fun because there's going to
No,
be
yeah,
those
that
macho
yeah, that
men. Their testosterone's going to be
oh
kicking after watching, prejudging, and they're going to want to get up there and
well,
take part in some way.
that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be exciting. No, we have the rings coming in, the Wolfpack bags, the pendants, and I don't want to leave out the amateurs because
Hey,
I know that the amateurs feel like that they're kind of glossed over, but they're not because the amateurs are what turn into pros,
right.
and the pros
Right.
are what get the pro treatment. So
It's,
the amateurs, listen, you've still got the crowns, the tiaras, you've still got the bouquets, you've still got the
listen,
Wolfpack bags for overalls. And I'm getting ready. My plates are being printed right now for my overall awards. I'll be posting those probably next week. Bradford Exchange, unique
Daryl.
overall awards. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Most of us have been athletes at some point in our lives, and it's just like JV and varsity. The JV team doesn't get the warm ups, doesn't get the cool, all the cool
True.
swag. You gotta earn that spot on varsity. It's the same thing, and I love the way that you run your show. Not that like you said, not that the amateurs are getting left out or you're skimping, but there is that something about
Well,
looking forward and having something to work for. And I love
it's
that.
where you should want to be and the treatment you want to receive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm going to give a quick shout out to my wife, Holly. She
Yes.
is just a little over 5 weeks out from doing her pro debut.
So, um,
She is looking amazing. This is going to be her best package. Couldn't be more proud. And she is the first one in line on Friday. This is something I didn't mention, but most people know. But I did realize Showtime didn't even realize that I had championship rings. That has been out for 4 months, and he didn't realize it. So I have to realize everybody doesn't see every single post. But
right.
we do have Revo magazine that is doing photo shoots for the athletes. Every athlete that gets a photo shoot is in the magazine, and one athlete will be selected for the cover of Revo magazine from our show.
Oh, wow.
Guaranteed. And Holly is first in line on Friday morning before we start check-in for her photo shoot. So, yay, Holly.
Yes, and I love their work. Everything is so well done. I have not
Yes.
seen an image
And,
or a
and
photo that.
another awesome opportunity that was set up because of the scope of the show. They don't do this at normal shows. He told me, Darrell, I normally don't do this, but I want to do it for your show because I know that you're going to promote it. It's going to make sense for us to be there. The athletes are going to enjoy it,
Oh
and
yeah.
it makes sense. So just another big bonus is like, hey, Revo magazine. The link is up on Revo Review. If you want a photo shoot with Revo, there may be less than 10 spots left
And I can't
right now available with them.
I cannot express this enough to athletes. Get professional photos done. I'm shocked at how many
Uh,
athletes don't schedule, not even I'm shocked at how many athletes don't even purchase their stage photos, but I'm even more shocked about
exactly.
how many don't schedule these even like lifestyle type photo shoots while you are in your prep mode because those photos are so valuable and they're such incredible memories and you're not always going to be competing. So capture as many of those
Well,
moments as you can,
ex-
especially wait, let me finish. Especially for opportunities like you're offering with sponsorships. You want to be able to represent a brand well if somebody does approach you and you can have a portfolio of professional photos, not gym selfies. That's so important if
yep.
you want to be taken seriously as an athlete. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
I was trying to no, I was trying to jump you, and that's exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, so this is all good stuff. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Darrell, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes to catch me up to speed on everything that's going on with your
Ah.
show. Hopefully by the end of this live, we'll be at like 52, 53. Who knows?
Hey, who knows? I haven't seen anything go off on my
Oh.
phone yet, but hey, I just and again, I just want to say thank you to the athletes because I know the athletes that I interact with, which is almost every single damn one of you, and I love it. You are not just an entry fee or a dollar amount. And I've told this to my athletes before, and I've told this to my pro athletes before. I don't consider you somebody that just registers for my show. I consider you mine. Once you register for my show, amateur or pro, you're one of my athletes. And
Yeah.
I try to take care of you the best that I can because
Yes.
that's just the way that I roll.
Yeah, and it's very evident. So, I am. We're gonna do this again a little, a little further down the road. I want to stay up to speed on everything and keep everybody informed. But thank you so much, Darrell, for coming on. And I'm just gonna leave this for everybody.